My name is David Whitecloud. So, can a Native American really walk up the steps of the White House and sit in that chair? I walk alone in the pale morning light of the misty steppe. The dry dust beneath my feet whispers the silent screams of the past. With every step, I feel the cold breath of the steppe on my shoulders. Before me, an uncertain horizon, and in my heart, the question, will I be able to succeed? This land breathes to remind me of what you forgot years ago. Did you hear that call too? It was midnight. The moon was full and I secretly descended to the ancient tribal ritual site, to a forgotten temple covered with thick concrete. I knelt down. The crackling of the fire rose above the cracked ground. I took the eagle feather in my palm and set it on fire with a sage branch, roasted over wood. Smoke rose. At that moment, the voice of my ancestor who entered my dreams echoed. You will not be elected. You will be called.
I was watching television the day Senator Harold Timmons resigned in scandal. The local branch of the party was in a panic. They were looking for a new face. I don't know who my name came from first, but as soon as it came out, there were missed calls on the phone. An Indian? Yes. The initial reactions were exactly as I expected. Are you going to be the president, or are you going to set up a totem? Are you going to be the president, or are you going to set up a totem? You go ahead, keep summoning spirits. You keep calling spirits. But then, something strange happened. As I started to speak, the crowds began to grow. People, those who initially came to mock, started listening in silence. I never asked for votes. I told something. How silent the earth is. How angry it has become. When I first appeared on CNN, the host directly asked, challenging, "Do you think America is ready to make a Native American president?" I smiled. My answer was short and clear. Is America ready to confront its true story? That post went viral, but that night my inbox overflowed. Some supported it. Some of them are death threats. The White House is not a hill. It is a legacy. It was taken with blood. You can't go there, someone had written. I didn't laugh, because I had heard that sentence in a dream before. Things got ugly when we toured the southern states with the campaign caravan. It was like a ritual turned into a rally. In some places, I was prevented from going on stage. Others, I was placed under police protection. But the Lakota people, Hopis, Navajos, and Cherokee elders started sending me letters of support one by one. Some were written in their own languages. One of them was just 3 words. The wind is with you. May the wind be with you. The night I received that letter, I stepped outside the caravan, and in the wind, I saw a figure shadowed by the moonlight. He had deer antlers on his head. In his hand, an eagle feather. My first big rally. The crowd was silent. Some looked with unbearable gazes, while others held their breath. At that moment, my inner voice whispered, defiant, "They think they have silenced me, but I am still here." Headquarters meetings in Washington. Fluorescent lights, cold stares, voices saying, "You can't use the local advantage." They pressed my finger between the files. Numbers drawn with white chalk jumped on me. But I listened to the ancient call within me. And that night, thousands of people started to march. In their hands, banners. The thing you're talking about is related to the land. We forgot it. That banner went viral. Even those who mocked it shared it. This was not a campaign. It was a call to remember what was forgotten. I was at the screen, Analysts were saying he was losing, but then came a flood of votes from the West Bank, from older people who had never voted before. At that moment, I won. It wasn't a victory. It was a response to a ritual, an echo of a call. The first night in the Oval Office, my mask had fallen off. I opened the curtains, and moonlight hit the table. I opened the bag of soil on my desk. I took a handful of soil into my palm and felt the coldness of the still drying mud on my face. I whispered, "I have arrived." The walls trembled. The light flickered. I wasn't afraid, because that voice was the voice of a people. In the morning, the Secret Service found me on the floor next to the table. The floor was cracked, and a sapling had sprouted from the crack. There was only a note beside me. He returned to where he came from. Now I'm in the Oval Office. This desk, these walls, this title do not belong to me. I am just passing through. My task is to restore a balance that was written long ago. Sometimes, when I am alone in the room, a voice comes from beneath the floor.
What was forgotten will be remembered.
The debt will be paid. Not the president, the penance. And when that day comes, I will take the eagle's feather and become one with the earth. Because we will not be presidents. We are the ghosts who feel the pulse of the earth.
Mystical stories. The truth does not remain hidden until it is remembered.
Subscribe until everything is remembered.